Well, Skipper was talking about that before the game, and Leland has a lot of experience in all-star games, whether as a manager or as a coach. And he talked about the difficulty of sculpting a team because there are so many that are deserving of going, but there are just so many spots, and the way the system is set up, it's difficult to really get all the guys that deserve to be there. And every year, because of that, there are some that will not make the team, but certainly have the numbers to, like Verlander this year.
As far as the all-star team starters, I think the fans pretty much got it right. I mean, you can argue Cabrera over Morneau at first base, but every other position, as far as the American League is concerned, I would not have a beef with any of those decisions.
Bouncing ball to first. Cabrera throws to second one. Relay! Threw it high and off the glove of Cabrera. So Ichiro almost bounced into another double play, which would have only been his third this year.
Saunders is a pretty tall fella, and obviously you've got to hurry when you're trying to turn a double play with Ichiro running down the line, but it looked like Cabrera gave Danny Wirth an outstanding feed in a hurry, and then Cabrera able to get back to the bag, but even with his 6'5" frame, not able to get up and climb that one, and as soon as Danny Wirth let it go, it was headed high.
One on, one out. Here's Sean Figgins. Figgins takes inside 1-0. Single for Sean back in the first, his fourth hit of the series.
And when Sean Figgins was on base in the first inning, he did not attempt to steal, and he's one of your better base stealers in the American League. So apparently, and Bonderman doing a very nice job at least limiting the jumps that Suzuki and Figgins can get here today.
Figgins was an all-star last year for the first time in his career. He scored 114 runs, walked over 100 times. The catalyst to the Angels offense, and then left in the offseason to come to Seattle. This year, though, it's been a whole lot different for Sean. Good block by Laird. 2-0 on Figgins.
I did not know, but Justin White, reporting on Tigers' a pregame show today, said that because Figgins was offered arbitration from his former club, the Angels, when the Mariners signed him to a 3-year deal, they lost their first-round draft choice this year in June.
Wasn't aware of that either.
Which means Figgins really needs to step it up a little bit. Tigers also did not have a first-round pick because they signed Valverde. But he's been worth it.
2-0 and the runner goes. Big jump. Here comes the throw. It is high. The tag not in time. Laird made that a lot closer than I thought he would. Ichiro gets the steal, his 22nd.
Well, you knew they would be aggressive today because they're trying to prevent the fact a little high, and Wirth had to reach up for it and then come down to try to tag Ichiro. Is the difference in him being safe and out. Stealing here.
3-0 on Figgins. And there's the strike. 3-1. Tigers got a run in the first. So far it has held up. Each team with 3 hits. Ichiro 22 steals. Been caught 7 times. There's ball 4. So put 2 aboard now, and while we have a chance, we go back to the studio. We check in with Trevor Thompson for this game break.
Mario, thank you very much. The Yankees are hosting the Jays. It's our Chrysler Jeep Superstores game break. We're going to pick it up in the third when Lyle Overbay crushes this Phil Hughes offering. Scoreless is a 1-0 lead in the third at Yankee Stadium, where it's George Steinbrenner's 80th birthday. Happy birthday, George.
Born on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Steinbrenner.
Even though there's a left-handed batter in that batter's box, you still have to be careful with Ichiro at second base. You cannot allow him to get a good jump because he will steal third.
Right field. Ordonez going back, still going back, and that ball is up and it is out. It's gone. A home run, a majestic home run for Russell Branyan. Deepest part of the ballpark, and he just flicked it out of there. It's his 12th home run of the year.
It's wide. Paul Bunyan, and that would be Russell Branyan. He's got real power. He had 31 home runs last year wearing a Seattle Mariners uniform, and that's a slider that really did the last couple of days anyway in Branyan.